Magic up 9 after a Wiggins 3 rattled in. Biggest things that have stuck out to me in this game, one has been that the Magic are a bad matchup for the Heat because they just don't have that many guys they can attack one-on-one. Here's Carter against the contest of Wiggins as Bane, he's had so much gravity, got double teamed, and he released Carter to the basket. Magic now up by 11. He'd have really struggled to shoot from the outside as well. They finally got one from Wiggins. Suggs is back on the floor. He's been struggling through what looks like a hip flexor or a groin issue. There's Mitchell blowing by him and scoring, and you can see Wendell Carter not even thinking about helping off of Bam Adebayo. That's that island basketball that the Magic were so popularized in that series against the Boston Celtics. He set the screen for Bane, forcing him left, and he's drawn the foul on Mitchell. Able to turn the corner and get to the foul line where he has been an unbelievable free throw shooter. 2 free throws for Bane. He's got 37. He's had a devastating second half, and Miami is going to have to find a way to hit some threes and get some turnovers down 11. Powell going at Bane, steps back and hits that tough baseline jumper. Heat hanging around, but they got to get some stops here. They've given up a $111 to this Orlando team already. It's been Bane. Now Carter changes the angle of the screen. Bane goes into 3 guys. No spacing there. They'll have to change sides of the floor through Suggs. Suggs lost it, got it back. They ruled that he knocked it out of his hands. He was able to recover it, and he gets the layup. Bam looking to hand off to Hero. They don't run much in terms of screens, but they will do it on occasion with Bam and Hero. They swing it weak side. Wiggins and another tough floater, but that's a shot that's going to be tough to get back into the game with if you're Miami. They need threes, they need turnovers. And now they've got Hero guarding Bane. I think Bane is just going to wave everyone away. He can run down the shot clock here. Banchero's going to set the screen. I don't know why they're bothering to do this. They have a good matchup. Now they want to get Banchero the ball against Hero, but this is all way too late in the clock. Banchero, I don't know why he even came over there. And now they're going to get nothing. He just shoots over Hero, though. That was a miserable contest by Hero late in the clock. He just let him shoot right over him. But that was poor process by the Magic. Now Hero goes to another floater, a 3rd straight floater range shot by the Heat. That one missed, and Orlando looking like they're going to salt this one away here. This time they're in a saner matchup with Mitchell on Bane. They involve Bane and Banchero. Banchero double teamed immediately, backs out of it. That's just not the right decision there. He backs out, takes a tough 3. You're double teamed. Turn and look and see where the pass is. Don't just back away. Here's Bam on the drive. Another floater. That one goes down over Carter. These are difficult shots for Miami, but they've made 3 of 4. Still a 9-point game, but the Heat not exactly pressuring up here. Suggs is still limited as a dribbler. Bam picks him up. Suggs because of the injury, not that he's a bad dribbler. Here's Bane dribbling the air out of the ball. Down to 8. Double team comes, but late. Why not double team early? And Bane gets to the basket. Carter, who's been a great clutch offensive rebounder this year, they're going to wave off the putback. I actually thought he got that up in time, but it'll be side out for Orlando, and they can run even more time. That might be perhaps just as valuable. Yeah, maybe he got pushed by Wiggins first. Suggs will inbound. He finds Black on the back door. Bam got a block. We're finally hearing from Bam. He dives on the floor. And Spo's going to get a timeout here with 1:05 remaining. Bam had a couple of blocks. He really has not had that much of an effect so far. He still barely breathing. Let's see if they can get a 3 on this possession. So let's see what Spo has here out of the timeout. Hero going to come to the top. No screen set. Instead, they misdirect, and it's Powell coming out, but he misses again. Miami's gotten some pretty decent looks from 3 here in the second half. Now they go into a double team. Suggs just lost it. He's gone down. Wiggins goes right at him and scores. That was a pretty ugly play. Down to 7 here. They get into Banchero, going to stick with this press. Let's see if Mitchell is going to come and double in a run and jump. It's down to 17. They got him right at the half-court line, and another steal. That time it was Powell. Mitchell, inside-out dribble. Hero for a 3 to cut it to 4. Another miss. And Orlando has it. Suggs is bottled up and fouled in the corner. And that'll be free throws. And that says it all there from Tyler Hero. He had Norman Powell missing very good looks. That could have made it interesting. They forced back-to-back turnovers, but now Suggs will have a chance at the foul line to push it back to 9. Suggs hit the first. Second free throw is perfect. He's shooting 89% on the season. Miami looking to get another 3. Mitchell doesn't take it. Gets it in the lane. Oh, what is Paolo Banchero doing to help off of Wiggins? Be wide open, and they'd miss another wide open corner 3. Haven't really liked what I've seen from Banchero tonight, but I have liked what I've seen from the Magic overall. And this guy, Desmond Bane, they will dribble the clock out, and they are headed to Las Vegas to take on the winner of Toronto and New York. And hopefully we'll get to do a clutch call on that one as well. Well, we can peel back the curtain to reveal that I finally am exactly what all of the Twitter commenters have always said, just a dork in my mom's basement. At least as of right now. I do have my own home, thank you, but recording from here today. And a couple of things that stood out to me. Number one, the Orlando Magic are a bad matchup for the Miami Heat. They are now 3-0 against them. The Heat system is predicated on getting the ball up as fast as possible and then attacking one-on-one against a mismatch. And almost always, the Heat have someone at every position who can drive and attack, and opposing defenses don't have someone at every position who can deal with that. The Magic largely do. That was the theory behind the island basketball that they played when they stymied the Celtics in losing last year in the playoffs, but they really caused a bunch of issues for Boston. And so Miami, other than Tyus Jones, who they probably should have attacked more, maybe Tristan da Silva a little bit, maybe Goga Batadze, but Batadze is not someone they're going to go at one-on-one, and he's more of a guy you could maybe try and pick and roll, which they don't run. They just didn't have much, and they got off to that amazing 15-0 start in transition. Magic weren't getting great shots themselves, but it was really reliant on transition, and Miami went about a 2.5 quarter stretch with only 3 transition points in this game. Three-point shooting also really dried up. Norm Powell, Tyler Hero were awesome at the start, but the Heat only made 8 of 35 three-pointers in the end. They had a bunch of threes in the fourth quarter, as you just saw, that could have gotten them back into it to make this pretty interesting. But overall, this Heat system in the regular season, when they're running, when teams aren't prepared, or when they have a lot of pigeons, works pretty well. But today, not so much. And maybe they should consider more pick and roll in the biggest moments. I think against the best teams, they're going to run into some issues with that. Or maybe it's more off-ball screening for Hero or Norm Powell as well. You can still drive on one side while off-ball screening on the other side. I think that would even make their drive game more powerful. So I think they've done a great job of making themselves better offensively. They shouldn't junk this system by any means. It's working pretty well, but they are going to have to get some more tricks against some of the best teams defensively. Then, of course, for Orlando, Desmond Bane as well was the other thing that really stood out to me. And it wasn't so much his three-point shooting, though he came on late in the fourth quarter and had a bunch of those, scored the first 9 points of the fourth quarter for the Magic when they got separation. He's 6 of 9 from 3, but it was really his physical drive game that I thought was impressive. He even was doing it against guys like Davion Mitchell for Miami. And this is that's why they brought me here type of game for Desmond Bane. One other thing that stood out to me, Paolo Banchero working his way back, of course, from that groin issue, but didn't look very good to me in terms of his explosion in the lane, but also really the mental game, I thought, was not great for him. You could see a couple of examples of it when he was getting double teamed, when he was inserting himself into the action, maybe when he didn't need to, when Bane had it going on. Another time he was triple teamed in the fourth quarter, just didn't get off the ball, got bailed out with a foul, and took a couple of really bad threes in the first half when they had pretty good advantage situations, and he just went to a off the dribble three-pointer, which is just not a great shot for him. So he's got a long way to go to get back to the level he's going to need to be at for the Magic to make a run, and particularly so with Franz Wagner going to be out now with this high ankle sprain for, you would imagine, at least a month. But the Magic move on, and we'll see whether they play Toronto or New York in the Cup semifinals.